Hello, Virgo. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. Welcome to your monthly reading. This is going to be a general overview for the month of June. So, welcome to the new summer month, June. So excited, so ready for this season. I have the Tarot of Mystical Moments, and we're going to jump right into your reading. I have a traditional Celtic cross spread ready for you. We're going to jump into that. Virgo, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're off to a great start for your summer months. And first card out we're looking for is your recent past energy. So this can be anything prior to June. This energy is going to be kind of it's like a jumping off point, pushing you into this month. So this energy that I'm looking for is something that brought you into the month of June, something profound, something propelling, and it looks like it was the Tower. This is a major arcana card. We're going to come back and discuss everything. Your current energy, Virgo, is the King of Cups. This is very emotionally stable and solid. What is your challenge for the month of June? The Empress, another major arcana card. What's on your mind? A lot. The Eight of Swords. What is under the surface you might not be aware of? Three of Cups. And in your near future, Page of Swords. And then your external energy, internal energy, your hopes and fears, and your final outcome. At the bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. So this is really beautiful. This is really nostalgic. It's very emotional. We've got cups. It is a state of nostalgia. It's a state of reminiscing. It's a state of remembering your first love, of possibly it has a lot to do with exes returning, or true love coming back around. Maybe somebody from your past looks you up, finds out your information, gets in touch. Hey, remember me? We loved each other. We had a crush on each other. I knew you back in such and such a time. And I'm hoping that you might still feel the same or carry a torch, something along those lines. And, this is pulling at your heartstrings kind of energy. These balloons seem to be really indicative of, your heart and the strings, and you're being pulled. It's also going back to your childhood. This month of June could have you in a inner child reflection of remembering the things that you used to love as a child. Maybe you're smelling smells, you are using grandma's recipes, you're giving honor and credence to the person that you used to be, your younger self. So there's a lot of different ways this energy can come out, and I just gave you a whole bunch. So you can see if any of those energies are affecting you. Let me just turn that up for you and go back to your recent past, the Tower. So whatever brought you into the month of June was extremely shocking, surprising, didn't expect it. It could feel like the carpet was pulled out from underneath you. It could feel like, what am I going to do now? Your hair's on fire. Oh my gosh. And it's shocking. The Tower energy is a major arcana card, and it's attributed to the signs of Aries and Scorpio, and they're ruled by Mars. Mars used to be Scorpio's ruling planet, but it is the energy of surprise and change and volatility and something shocking and revelatory that came out. So because it's in your recent past, it's not affecting you primarily right now, but it did. And what I'm getting at is it could be a lot sometimes to do with a relationship. Somebody said they wanted to end the relationship. That shocked you. The job, somebody said that the company was dissolving. You're being bought out by somebody else. Your department is reorganizing. There is some change that happened that is affecting you in the month of June. Now, let me just also go back and kind of sugarcoat. not in a bad way. The Tower, it seems crazy when it happens, but when you move through the energy, you'll realize that it was for everyone's best good, that it had a positive effect. The Tower doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. So just keep that in mind. And then your current energy here is the King of Cups. This is attributed to the sign of Scorpio. It's a king energy, it's masculine, emotional, water energy. So it is action taking, it is moving in the direction of calm, cool, collected. So going back to whatever this Tower was, in your current position, you're cool, you're calm, you're collected, your emotions aren't crazy and all over the place. The ocean of emotion, anytime we see water in a card, it generally depicts there's some emotional value. And this is just showing that you've got it all under control. You're fine. You're showing this very exterior of you've got it all under control, even if on the inside you're still not quite sure how all these changes are going to take place or how they're going to affect you. You've got your game face on, and I think you're dealing with things in the best way you know how right now. On your mind, let's jump to the challenge. My apologies. This is the Empress. This is the challenge for the month of June. The Empress is a major arcana attributed to the signs of Libra and Taurus. They're both ruled by the planet Venus. Venus is the planet that has a lot to do with beauty and giving birth, creativity, an actual baby. And so because this is here, it's also divine mother. There could be something about your mothering that is challenging. If you're a female, your mothering qualities, or your mother could be challenging the way that you're living your life right now. There is a challenge in the aspect of femininity, divine mother, giving birth to something new, being creative. For some reason, you are keeping everything under wraps and good, but there's a challenge coming from your mom's going to have to come live with you. Your mom is starting to have some declining health, and this is getting, and maybe that's what this shocking situation was, that you are doing your best and it looks like you're really doing a good job of keeping everything under control. But there is a challenge going on with mothering energy, yours or your own, or maybe your spouse's mom, something along those lines. There's a challenge in that area. On your mind, then, makes sense after the situations that we could be dealing with here, Virgo. On your mind is a lot. The Eight of Swords is a self-imprisonment of your own thoughts. This is putting yourself in a cage of your own thinking. You're not stuck in this cage. The door is open, but it's almost like because of your overthinking, now you have Mercury, Virgo. So overthinking is part of just like the blood in your veins. It is just what you do. You're an analytical thinker. And so to have this energy, it almost feels like, yeah, and I mean, yes, I have a lot on my mind. I have a lot to think about, and it can be, too much and cause us trouble in not being able to rest or relax because our nervous system is all up in arms. This just really feels like a gerbil in a cage, like you're just running the track in your mind, just constant, constant, constant. Eight of Swords on your mind is everything on your mind, literally, right now. Under the surface is this desire of yours. I just emotionally want to let my hair down. I just want to relax. I just want to not think about all of this. Whether this is your home life, your work life, something has upset the apple cart. And under the surface, you just want to kick your heels up, put your dancing shoes on, uh, have a drink, celebrate after work one night with some friends. It's very celebratory and happy and jovial. So maybe there's a reason to want to get together with your coworkers or your spouse and some, couples friends or something. But it seems like right now it's like the least of your priorities. It's kept under the surface. As you move into the future in June, the Page of Swords shows up. And this is an investigator. Now, like I said, kind of like the Eight of Swords, it's just part of who you are. You are someone that if I want an answer, I would go to a Virgo. If I wanted something sleuthed out and investigated, I would talk to a Virgo. So this is your energy here as you move into the future. This can be, let me give you some of the examples. This can be looking for a new job. This can be looking for the history on a person that you're considering dating. This can be looking into anything. This person looks like a scholar, and they have this dandelion in the form of that, spreading seeds, maybe making wishes, standing on a pile of books because they have just been a student and they've been learning and trying to grasp everything that's coming at them. It's very air oriented. So again, it's that mental quality, what we think about, what we're intrigued by, what we're looking into. So Page of Swords sometimes gets called a stalker, an investigator, and stalker not in the criminalistic way, just you're going to find answers. So in your future, that's coming up. Your external energy is the Six of Swords, so more sword energy. The external environment, somebody in your environment, it could be your workplace or your home life, is moving away to calmer waters. They need a break mentally. They need to have peace. There's been too much chaos for this person. There's been too much just crazy energy, and they need to, I'm going to call it check out for just a moment. They are trying to sail away to calmer waters. So it's affecting you because let's just say, it's a coworker, and anything to do with like a workplace reorganization or a department shutdown or something, it affected them to such a degree that they're like, hey, I'm going to take my 2 weeks vacation and I'll be gone for a while. I'll come back when I feel better. And so how this affects you is your energy. This turns you into the epitome of you, which is the Hermit. This is attributed to the sign of Virgo. This is major arcana. This is about taking a sabbatical, even if it's for a weekend. But it is you also needing a timeout from everything. You need a break. You need to think. You need to maybe investigate other alternatives for your life. But it is you just being able to recapture and recalibrate. Recapture who you were, who you are. Remember, we talked about Six of Cups, maybe getting in touch with your inner child, maybe coming back full circle to what do I love? Who am I? What are my values? What are some things that I just cannot compromise on in my life anymore? This is a really beautiful energy because it's a wise, sage individual. So you are coming into touch with yourself again. Your hopes and fears in the month of June, it's another 3, like we had 3 of Cups, we've got 3 of Pentacles. This is very workplace oriented, or even in the home life, it's working together with others, being a team, being a part of a group, feeling like you belong. This is in your hopes and your fears. So maybe there is a hope that you can rebuild your workplace with your coworkers. Maybe there is a hope that you can maybe move on to a new job and have a better workplace environment. If this is in your home life, whatever shocking shakeup having to do with like a feminine energy or mother energy, you as a mom or your spouse's mom or something, there's a hope that you're going to be able to rebuild your family unit. There's also a fear that that won't happen. There's a fear that you won't get along with coworkers. There's a fear that this family reorganization won't be successful. There's a hope and there's a fear around building and working together. So your final outcome for the month of June, Virgo, is the 10 of Wands. You're exhausted. You're on the verge of like burnout. 10 of Wands is, it's energetic, overburdened. Everybody and their dog has been piling on you because you're responsible, you're organized, you're efficient, you do good, you help everybody, you're always there. Your mind never shuts off. You're constantly thinking and organizing and planning. And so everybody thinks, because you look like you've got it all handled, they think you've got it all handled. And so they just continuously pile and pile and pile unless you get your boundaries out. But it just feels like in the month of June, there is going to be a breaking point that you're going to, the 10 of Wands is the end of a painful, burdensome cycle, and it's the end. So the month of June is going to be, I feel, this reading might not be for every Virgo out there, but for one Virgo, you're going to say enough. And maybe that's what you're thinking about. And maybe that's what you're looking into. And maybe that's why you just want to freaking have some fun, because this has been a lot, more than a lot for you, helping everybody. And you're going to put your foot down. Ultimately, you have no choice because 10 of Wands, it's the end of a painful, burdensome cycle. So final outcome energy, I do want to grab another deck just for a little clarification. This is the Radiant Wise Spirit. And let's just do a few cards out here for you, Virgo. Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. The Chariot, awesome. And look, another 3 of Cups. So if you don't have a girls' night out or a guys' night out planned, get one on your calendar because it's in high order. It's coming out again. You need to let your responsibilities go to the wayside just for a night or a weekend or something. Not only do you need time by yourself, but you need time with just some fun and frivolity. And I get the sense that this could definitely be a trip. This could be like a spur of the moment. Let's go on a girls' trip. Let's go on a guys' trip. Let's go do something fun. And the answer is yes, the Chariot's here. The Ace of Pentacles, it's a new opportunity for you. It very well could happen while you're out having fun. Maybe you connect with someone, you meet up with somebody, and they share, hey, Virgo, have you thought about putting your eggs in this basket? Have you thought about reaching out to so-and-so? It could very well be a new job offer or some new opportunity for you, like a new health plan or a new regime for you in the way of your health. So good energy. I really do feel, Virgo, like you just need to let your hair down for a bit. I'm going to give you a Spirit Junkie Oracle card. These are Gabrielle Bernstein's Spirit Junkie. Let's do one of those for you, Virgo. I celebrate 3 of Cups. I celebrate all the greatness in my life. Beautiful. This is your reading, Virgo, for the month of June. Spicy Sunflower Tarot can be found on TikTok and on YouTube. Your likes and your follows, subscribes, and shares are always welcome and appreciated. Thank you. If you want to take a screenshot here, this could be something you could reflect on, meditate on for later. So be blessed and be well. Thank you.